Good morning, this is Nick with Williams Sewer Line Inspectors. I'm performing a video inspection here on Vesper Avenue. This is a corner lot just before the freeway. I believe 1720 is the address, or maybe 1722, something like that. This is the access that we're going through today to get into it, ideally located right outside the structure. We're coming down into the line. We've got plastic pipe. Plastic is typically a very, very good pipe for sewer lines because as long as it's been installed correctly, it will not rust or corrode. It won't allow for root intrusions. Also, it's flexible so it won't crack under heavy stresses. Right now, it appears to be, based off of the information that I can gather from the video, to have been correctly installed. We're doing a drop now to the level of the city sewer. Here's a clay material as we start traveling underneath city property. We've also expanded in size to a 6-inch diameter pipe. The pipe on property is going to be 4-inch diameter. There's a little bit of separation in the pipes here. If you look very carefully, you can see in this space in between these two edges of the pipes, there's some water that's sort of sitting in the line there. The rest of the pipe is dry, so this water has actually been sitting in there for some time. That's something that you want to see when you're looking at a type of pipe like this. It indicates that the water is not able to drain out of the system and that you actually have a sealed joint that's holding water. This is not ideal, but definitely not something which is going to be contaminating the soil around it. Not something which you would be concerned about, and definitely not something that you would want to be repairing. Here we have a very tiny hairline crack in the line. This is contained within the joint. This is not something which is going to allow sewer to spill from the system either. It's actually quite typical to see small hairline cracks in clay pipes. The line has recently been hydrojetted, which explains for the lack of roots. I would recommend that a normal maintenance schedule be continued for this line, as the roots aren't absent from the system because they can't get in, but rather just because the line has been recently cleaned and very well so. We've got another small crack here in the line that is contained also within the joint. A little bit bigger than the last one. Tiny bit of an offset here. And this is a fairly typical connection to the city sewer. And here is the city sewer located underneath the street. So overall on this line, I would recommend that it be put onto a maintenance schedule of once a year, a standard snaking to be done to the line. Other than that, it has things that you would very commonly find in a clay line, very minor cracks within the joints, tiny offsets, some pipes that aren't exactly slid up tight with each other. Other than that, it's really not an issue for the line. I wouldn't recommend anything to be repaired on this line, just normal maintenance to be done, which is once a year, using a snake to clean out all the roots, using a main sewer cleaning blade, which actually goes up to 6 inches. So it has to be able to fit in the clean out, which is 4 inches, but then expands to 6 inches when it gets to the 6-inch pipe. That's very key in cleaning lines like this. Other than that, this line should do very, very well for the life of the house as long as earthquakes, major earthquakes don't break it. After an earthquake, I would obviously recommend that the line just be looked at again to see if any damage has occurred. Again, this is Nick with Williams Sewer Line Inspectors. Thank you very much, and have a great day.